What's up, guys? Let's talk about some E3. That's right. What's up,
What's up,
guys? We
everybody?
are here. K Dot, you're with me, man. I got one other guy coming. He's having some technical issues. Geek Speak, please come join us. Let's have some fun. Guys, today we're going to talk about E3, E3 21. It's happening this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 2-day event. We're going to talk about our predictions. What games do we think they're going to announce? What games do we want to see them announce? What games will win the conference? And then we're just going to basically just talk about video games. Maybe have some fun. I don't know, K Dot. You want to have some fun?
I'm down for fun. We're gonna talk about E3. Hopefully, if everything goes good, I would like to stream the E3 conference this weekend. You know, that's I don't think they're gonna. I don't think E3 is gonna be cracking down and trying to take down people's streams like other things, other people. But if everything goes
Hope
good, I am most likely live stream it this weekend.
Hell yeah, dude. So, got a couple comments here. What's up, Tony?
Tony,
What's up, JG?
JG.
Your predictions are flawed. You're my more. You don't know our predictions yet, JG. So, if anybody else wants the link to this, if you like video games and you want to jump on this and talk about E3, let me know. I'll drop the link and I'll let you jump on. So, what if you don't know what E3 is? E3 is basically Comic-Con for video games. It is a weekend for reveals, tech demos, gameplay reveals, and it's just like Comic-Con. It used to be a lot more popular, but now like Disney has their own show, like WB does their own shows, Sony, these other companies, they don't all just rely on E3 anymore. But E3 is still a fun thing. It's still a fun way to, it's something to look forward to. Maybe we'll get some new gameplay, some new games will be revealed. So it's happening this weekend, and I'm excited about it. Geek Speak, are you with us?
He's in the Phantom Zone.
Geek Speak has entered the Phantom Zone, or he's a time variant of himself. Something's going on with Geek Speak. But let me share the E3 slate. And then we can talk about it. We can see what games do we think are going to be announced.
Yes, JG, I will get you a link.
Oh, JG wants to jump on.
Yep, I'll send it. I don't think he's in.
Yeah, JG, I completely forgot, man, that you liked video games. I thought I sent you the link. Sorry, man. Yeah, definitely jump on here and let me get this pulled up. All right. This is the I'm gonna read the slate.
Yes.
And then once I read the slate, JG gets in here, Geek Speak gets his mic fixed. We'll talk about like which company is gonna release which games, what games do we want to see, all that good shit. So here we go. So Saturday, Ubisoft is going to do their presentation. Ubisoft Forward. Then Gearbox Entertainment, the developers behind Borderlands. Wait, is that?
They're probably going to talk about the upcoming movie.
Wait, is that really all that's happening Saturday? 2 presentations?
Ubisoft Forward, I'm
okay.
Kind of, yeah.
All right. I mean, I guess Saturday is going to be a shorter day, and then Sunday it's going to be Xbox and Bethesda, which I think is going to be a huge showcase.
Yeah.
Square Enix, huge showcase. Warner Brothers games, huge, and then the PC gaming show and Future Games show. Oh shit! Monday, it's a 3-day thing. Okay, I thought it was just Saturday and Sunday. Then Monday is going to be Capcom. Wait, what is happening here? Wait, what? Okay.
Wait, PlayStation.
I'm completely blown away, guys. I thought this was a 2-day event. It looks like it's a fucking 4-day event. Okay, so Monday is going to be Capcom and Take-Two. Tuesday is going to be Nintendo and Bandai Namco.
Take-Two is the studio that works with Rockstar Games, right? Mm-hmm. Or are they the ones that made? Okay.
Yeah, they are. And then Thursday is going to be EA Play Live, which, I think we can all agree, fuck EA. So, all right. So, do we care about Ubisoft or Ubisoft, whatever? Ubisoft Forward.
The only thing I care about from Ubisoft Forward is whatever they're going to talk about with the Assassin's Creed stuff. If they give us updates on the Netflix show that they're doing, the live action Netflix show, they're going to talk about the upcoming DLC for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. I got Valhalla. I'll be honest with you, Assassin's Creed has went downhill from where it is supposed to be. The game's like a RPG simulation now, which is totally wrong for what the game should be, the franchise, because freedom of choice is not how the game is supposed to go. That's it. It goes against the whole story. But if they're going to talk about the Assassin's Creed live action show and whatever is going on with their TV related stuff, I'll be there for that. Far Cry 6, while the gameplay of it looks interesting, I've never been into Far Cry like that. I've never been into Far Cry. I'm not into first-person open world games like that. I like playing first-person games, but first-person linear games are more my taste. First-person open world games, not really my taste. I may get it, maybe Far Cry 6, because it does look interesting. It looks like
I think you would like Far Cry.
It looks like Just Cause is Far Cry. Far Cry 6 was like Just Cause, but Far Cry. That's what it looks like.
I mean, Far Cry 6 looks like Far Cry 2 because that one was also like in a like a dirty, mucky jungle type place.
Jungle, yeah.
But dude, so to address Assassin's Creed, I completely agree. Like Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and then Syndicate. Was it Syndicate or what was the one where you play as Ezio and the other guy? You play as both of the former forms of them, and they meet each other or whatever. What was that one called? Like Ezio has a beard and he has like a black attire on.
Oh, that's 2 Brotherhood and Revelations.
Revelations. That was the last one that I played. I know Black Flag was like the first one to be like open world choice, but like, dude, they've jumped the shark 3 times now. I don't give a shit.
The RPG thing didn't like fully go into effect until Odyssey. But for me, this is what ruined Assassin's Creed. It's Unity, but if Unity wasn't so buggy, the games would not have been looked at the way they are now. Unity being so buggy and the way it came out, and it took a year to fix it with patches, that is what hurt the series. It wasn't even the story of it, the gameplay, because the gameplay of it was, if it wasn't as buggy, that would have been the perfect parkour system, combat system, because the enemies was if you get surrounded by too many enemies, the combat gets a lot tougher.
Oh, dude, I remember watching like it was like Cyberpunk before Cyberpunk came out. People were making montages of game-breaking bugs, like falling through the map. People's faces were like glitching off their faces. That definitely hurt Assassin's Creed a lot. And I mean, like
it was those bugs.
It's just like, dude,
bugs. This franchise would have probably been received a lot better.
But it's also like they're I get they're going into different genres, but like you want to see like a contained assassin story with like the fucking arm blades, the hidden blades, a few weapons, like jumping off rooftops, assassinating people. Now they're just full-fledged action games where you have an axe and a hammer and RPG and like it's just kind of weird Assassin's Creed, but you're just having full-fledged like battles. It's just I think it just went way too far, and I'm just kind of I didn't get Valhalla. I don't plan on getting any of them until they stop just fucking shitting them out every year.
Yeah, I mean, for me, they have to stop with the RPG stuff, but it looks like they're going deep into it. Valhalla it's still RPG elements that they dial it down from Odyssey, but it still hurts the franchise because what they're doing now is this, and I have no issue with it, but this is what they're doing now with Assassin's Creed. They give you the choice of 2 main characters to play in the franchise now. You either play as a male or a female. In previous Assassin's Creed, you play as a character. This is the thing. You hop into Animus, you look at the past, and you're looking at someone's past. Yeah. You don't change it. You just look at it. In the new games, you making decisions for your character, and it's like, that does not make sense because the Animus does not do that. It could do it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You just look at it, you view it.
Yeah, because like remember when you killed this guy and then you just play killing that guy, and you might have a couple like choices of like you want to do it off a building or like in a bush, but that's it. Like you're still gonna kill that guy. Yeah, because that's what happened. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. maybe that's a part of it. I think that they just like went way too open with it. Like I like the contained assassin stuff, so I don't care about if they announce that.
They're like Warner Brothers. They couldn't handle the critique, and they wanted to try something new. It's so drastically, and not just stick with what they got. Right?
Exactly. Hey, what's up, JG?
What up? What up?
What up, JG?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up? It's Assassin's Creed talk. I love it.
Yeah. So, what do you think about Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft in general? We're gonna go by like each company, and then we're just gonna talk about what games do we want to see.
Yeah, I love Ubisoft. I do love the Assassin's Creed series up to a point. Unity is probably my favorite one of the games. I don't know, that may be blasphemous to a lot of Assassin's Creed fans. I do love the artwork.
Oh, no, I like Unity now. After they patched it and fixed it, it's a lot better to play now. At launch.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was laggy as hell, but it was like ahead of its time as far as graphics and all that stuff. But I hate the fact that they went away from what Assassin's Creed originally was. You're a guy in the Animus going back to your ancestors' history or whatever, and you're looking for that whatever the thing was they were looking for, right? I think after when it got to Odyssey, it kind of went away for what Assassin's Creed is supposed to be about. Even Black Flag, for that matter, like started kind of going delving away from it. And so I played that Valhalla, wasn't a fan of it. So I don't know where they're going with this now. I will get it because I played all of them.
Boring story.
Yeah, I played them all. I think the worst story was Syndicate. That might have been the worst of the series, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know because I just watched a little gameplay of like I said, anything past Revelations, I kind of just checked out. I just got tired of it.
Yeah, I agree.
But so Far Cry 6. Tell me if anybody else saw this, and you guys watched the gameplay trailer, right?
I watched it.
Yeah.
So like the gameplay looks good, and I think Far Cry games are really good, and you should give them a chance, K-Dot.
I never thought it was bad. I just
like when it's showing the main girl, like in the cutscenes, like the graphics don't look great. Like it doesn't look.
In some places, it looks weird.
Some places it looks like low level, like launch PS4. Like when it's showing like the textures and the lighting. Rewatch that trailer again, dude. Like when it's showing the characters, it's like, man, that does not look like next gen to me. But then when it cuts away and you're actually playing like in the jungle or whatever, it looks really good. But like when it cuts away to show the characters, like Giancarlo Esposito, the villain, like the textures on his face and the lighting and stuff, I don't know, it looks very old. It looks like last generation to me.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I see what you mean.
Like you expect like to be fucking like that teaser they gave us months ago, where it's like the CG, the cutscene. It's like, oh my god, the graphics are going to be so amazing, but then it's very underwhelming. So that might hold me back because I like a pretty looking game. Like visuals can hold the game up for me, even if the gameplay is not as good. Of course I want a good both, but like a next gen game, come on, we're at a point where the games they need to look a certain way. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima looks better than Far Cry 6 does.
I do agree with that. Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and it does look like a last gen game so far.
Maybe they're showing it on last gen, but I thought it was playing on current gen.
It probably is just maybe these games haven't gotten up to the point where these next gen consoles can do yet. Because I've saw reports like it'll be another 2, 3, 4 years before we actually see what these next gen consoles can actually do with these games.
Well,
they just introduced a new update because currently the engine they use for most games like Batman, Arkham Knight, and a lot of stuff, it was Unreal Engine 4. And Batman Arkham Knight, when it was on last gen, that game looks great. It still looks great.
That game looks really good.
Yeah.
They just introduced Unreal Engine 5. I looked at a preview of that, and a lot of these games use Unreal Engine.
Dude, is it the one where
it was great?
Bro, is it the one where they're like walking in the desert?
Yeah, presentation with that giant robot.
Oh yeah, that looks beautiful.
Dude,
beautiful.
That like when they're walking in the desert, like those rocks, they look almost real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if that's what it's gonna look like, then holy shit. but I hope that
I
man,
think
it looks good.
I think when it probably will be until 4 or 5 years until we actually see what these consoles can really do.
Yeah,
because God of War is coming out. God of War 5. It was going to be a
Man, wait for
PS5
that.
exclusive, but now they have to make it to where it's going to be on both PS4 and PS5.
Wait, is
So-
that happening?
Yeah, it got pushed back 2022. It's supposed to release this year.
So I saw that, but why is it going to be on both consoles? It's always been a PS exclusive.
It was originally going to be a PS5 exclusive. Now it's going to be on PS4 too.
Oh, I thought you meant it's going to be on Xbox too.
No, it's going to be on PS4 and PS5. So it's not going to be a
Oh,
PS5.
I don't like that. I don't like
That's why
that.
at the moment they're not even fully migrating everything. Ratchet and Clank is on PS5.
Yep,
Miles
I'm getting that
Morales
tomorrow.
on PS4 and PS5. And Horizon is going to be on PS4 and PS5. So it's like they're still supporting the old consoles, and it really won't be until 4 or 5 years until we see actual games fully committed to one console, dedicated to the next gen console for both ends, Xbox and PlayStation.
Let me look here. I thought Ratchet and Clank was only for the PS5.
Oh, it is. That's the only one so far.
Okay, that's what I thought because I was going to say that's the
and so
only
is Demon
one.
Souls. Demon Souls was a PS5.
Yep,
exclusive.
that's right. But like that's what, yeah, I like, man, yeah, because you can tell like the textures, the way it looks, the loading times, the frame rate, the everything, the technical aspect of it. You can tell it was built from the ground up for PS5. So yeah, dude, like we're gonna. Do you guys remember the first gameplay trailer for Rise: Son of Rome?
Yes, that really got me
Dude,
hyped. Yeah,
that was at the time that blew my mind more than anything ever. That was the greatest looking game I had ever seen ever at that time. Like I want another one of those moments where you see a game and like your jaw drops at what it looks like. You're right. Maybe it'll take 3 or 4 years, but I think we're gonna get to that point. If that Unreal Engine 5, if it looks like that, dude, it's gonna blow us away.
Well, I'm hoping most games in the future that is going to use Unreal Engine 5 it does look like that. Like when Rise Son of Rome dropped, you got like we saw Dead Rising 3, Scalebound at launch. Well, I wish Scalebound came out, but it got dismissed. Rise Son of Rome, Rise Son of Rome was built for the Xbox One console. It was next.
Yeah,
the graphics still hold up.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when Assassin's Creed 1 trailer came out. It had me hyped.
Well, dude, Assassin's Creed always has the best fucking trailers.
Yeah, the best trailers, yeah.
Best games. Best trailers in gaming.
So let's see. So we got Ubisoft, Gearbox. They did Borderlands. Do you think these companies are going to talk about their movies and TV shows? I thought it's just gaming.
I'm not sure there's going to be another Borderlands game, but I'm not sure you've seen it. But a couple days ago, they released photos of potential behind-the-scene looks of the characters for the Borderlands movie. They told us Kevin Hart's going to be in the movie, so I think they're going to talk about the movie. They're going to talk about the movie, and they're also going to probably talk about the upcoming game or whatever. What's the most recent Borderlands game? 3?
Borderlands 3, but they're
three,
apparently doing they're going to do a. Do you guys play Borderlands?
I played a little of 3. I haven't.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
I love Borderlands. Is amazing, but they're doing a spin-off with one of the characters named Tiny Tina. People are saying they might release that, but I think it's too soon for that. So I don't know what they're going to show. I mean, I don't know. I don't give a as a Borderlands lover. Like both 2 and 3 are in my top 20 games of all time. Fuck that movie. Fuck that cast. a lot. Kevin Hart as Roland. If you guys played the game, you would be like, what the fuck? That's like Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. It's completely wrong.
Oh wow.
But I don't care about that. But Xbox and Bethesda showcase now.
Yes,
let's get into the juices here.
Yes.
You guys open it up.
What
do you think they're going to show? What do you think they're going to announce? And just give me your predictions of what games you think Xbox or Bethesda will show.
Well, Halo for sure. They're showing that.
Infinite for sure. And this is their last chance to show Infinite, and it is like presentable.
Yeah.
This is their last chance to show a presentable Halo Infinite. Because even though they said we was taking it back, they didn't say exactly the real reason, but we know the reason. They heard people's receptions. We saw Craig, and they want to fix all that. they know they had to fix those facial animations, those graphics, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if you guys are hyped. I mean, because I don't know nothing about this yet. But I did a video on it. They have an upcoming exclusive for a game called Starfield.
Yes.
That's been teased like 2 years ago. It's supposed to be a Bethesda game. It's supposed to be an Xbox exclusive.
Oh, I'm familiar with it.
All I know is that the game is going to be taking place in space on some spaceship and stuff. It's going to be a very sci-fi game. So that's going to be announced. They're going to show a trailer. They got to show gameplay at least. They already showed a trailer 2 years ago. They are going to show gameplay.
But it was like it just showed the logo. Like they haven't shown anything.
Yeah,
like,
we
so
see some pictures of guys on the moon or something.
There was a leaked development picture of them like inside the game messing with it. It's like a guy at a space station. I was gonna bring up Starfield because that's the game that they're like, we're not getting to Elder Scrolls yet. We're working on Starfield. So, I mean, honestly, I can't trust Bethesda after Fallout 76.
Yes,
and the fact that they're still building Elder Scrolls on the hardware of the last one, they haven't even built like a new system for it. Like, I'm worried. I'm worried for Starfield. I'm worried for Elder Scrolls.
Oh wait, they're not gearing up Elder Scrolls 6 for the newer consoles.
So they've been working on it for a while. So,
you know,
I don't know what's going on with it.
The engine that like Fallout 76 and Skyrim is on, they kind of updated it, but they're not creating a completely new engine like they should for a new console.
Yeah, they need to do it.
That makes me worried that it's going to look like shit or just not look as good as it could.
Yeah.
So
I'm at the conclusion that I'll be 60 by the time that game comes out.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, it's gonna be another 4 or 5 years. But dude, 100%. I think the game that has the most to lose and win at E3 this weekend is Halo Infinite. Yeah. Because if they can show a great gameplay, polished, fantastic graphics, great combat, I think that can steal the show. I mean, because like, why would you buy an Xbox Series X right now or a Series S? I mean, like, what are the exclusives that are making you making your mouth water? Like, there's nothing. That should have been a launch title. They have nothing right now. Like, already PS5 is getting Ratchet and Clank. They're getting some other things. Both consoles should have.
That's why I haven't bought either yet, because, like I said, some of the PS5 games are migrating to PS4 too. Because when Miles Morales came out, I didn't get a PS5. I got it on my PS4.
Yep.
And game was still gameplay just as fine as the PS5 people.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, like if it takes, I'm a person who's all for pushing a game back. If it needs it, I would rather play a fantastic, perfect game in 4 years than play a fucking broken game in a year and a half. So if they got to push it back some more, 6 months, I don't care. Work on it, make it the best it can be. Make it something that is worth buying the console. Don't just get the console so you can play something that you could already play on the PS4 or the Xbox One. So, so hopefully, I think that's the game. 100%, we're getting new gameplay for that one. And Starfield, I do think we're gonna get an actual trailer. Hopefully, gameplay. You know, most of these games we don't see gameplay; we just see a trailer, which is bullshit. But we got to see some gameplay from Starfield because Bethesda. Man, people are they're losing people.
Yeah.
I'm worried about it. And Skyrim's one of my favorite games of all time. And I'm worried about them as a company.
Yeah, because I still play Fallout 4 to this day.
I've never played Fallout.
Yeah, I love it.
I've never gotten into it.
76 is horrible. I was so pissed off for wasting money on it. Horrible. Horrible.
You were one of the schmucks that bought it.
Exactly. And then I keep on these channels. Are like, hey, they updated. I'm looking at them like, it's still horrible, no matter what they do.
There's people saying it's going. Fallout 76 is going to get a No Man's Sky. Like, you know how they fixed No Man's Sky and they updated that and made it better for people. I don't think Fallout 76 is going to get that, because the thing about Bethesda is like they keep on using that vanilla hardware they got. That vanilla software tech that they keep on using. Because if you look at it, I just noticed, and it's just RPG games in general, I noticed this with Witcher. Now, Witcher is great. Witcher's great. Don't get me wrong. Witcher, Fallout, Skyrim. Like, these RPGs have a similar play style, like similar. It just looks so similar. The way the characters move, that stiff movement, like it's just so I don't know. I just hope Bethesda like really just they need to update the engine. They need to do a totally new engine. Going off the Skyrim engine, it was good for the time. Skyrim came out what 2010. The engine
11.
was good for that time. 2011.
It came out 11/11/11. I always remember that.
Yeah.
November 11th, 2011.
Like the thing about like Elder Scrolls and Fallout, it's like they make good base games, but the modders making brilliant games.
Yes.
Right. Like for Skyrim, like if you install all these mods that should have been in the game already, it's a great game, but just playing it at its base level is so. Just like with Fallout.
Oh,
after you install all those mods.
Hey, gee,
man,
the blasphemy.
I'm sorry. I played the game full the base game. I'm like, you can mod. I started putting mods in there. Man, I'm still modding it to this day.
Hey,
mods are cool and shit, but dude,
Skyrim, I broke it.
I've never had a PC. I've never had mods, but Skyrim is fucking amazing. It's
Skyrim.
Skyrim is the base game. It's got a lot of bugs, laughable amounts, but it is maybe the funnest game I've ever played. The most replayable game ever. Like I've put in more hours in Skyrim than any game ever. Like over 400. Like that's that. But like they're still living off of that. They've re-released it like 10 times. Like I'm ready for the next one. Like okay, you're living off of Skyrim. All right, let's see what happens with Starfield. Let's see what happens with Elder Scrolls 6. Like people aren't gonna after everything that's happened with Fallout 76 and how much they just blatantly lied to everybody. Like they need to win back customers this weekend.
Yeah, this is the thing. They need to surprise us. We already know Starfield is going to be shown. They need to surprise us with maybe 2 games. They need to show the Fable gameplay because they tease Fable at the end.
Yes,
I believe they're going to show Fable gameplay for sure. Just surprises with 2 games that they have not announced even at the showcase. Show the Fable gameplay. Show a proper Halo Infinite demo, and they may be safe. They'll be safe for now.
Well, the thing with the new Fable game, I heard rumors that you can only play as a female protagonist. So I hope that's not true.
There's no way because isn't Fable all about choice?
It's supposed to be.
I think they'll give you 2. I think every game from now on, unless it's like a Horizon Zero Dawn or it's meant to be a woman, but any game that's like RPG, I think is gonna give you an option. I would hope.
Yeah.
I mean, because a lot of people would not play it if you could only be a woman. But either of you guys play that Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice or whatever it was?
Hellblade. Is that supposed to be like the
Senua's Sacrifice? It's the one where you're like the girl and she's like losing her mind and like there's no map. There's no map to tell you where to go and you start like losing your fucking and she starts going insane.
Mm-hmm.
I never played it, but apparently they might show the sequel. I don't really care. I didn't know if you guys played it and cared. I don't.
Nope, never played it.
K-Dot's gone. So next up is Square Enix. Or are there any other Xbox games? Let me look at my list of my. I mean,
there was one I can't think of the name of it. It's like a Skyrim-like game.
Avowed.
Avowed. If that game's any good, the Elder Scrolls is in big trouble.
That's true. I mean, they showed the trailer last year. K-Dot will be back in 10 minutes. So they showed the gameplay last year, and I mean, it looked like Elder Scrolls. So they might take up some of that fan base and be like, "Hey, Elder Scrolls, you fucking waited 10 years for this. Fuck you. Here's Avowed. Come to Xbox." That would be a good way to fucking like, because if they seriously had Halo Infinite, and then if Avowed looked amazing, like those are 2 good reasons to buy a console. So I don't think they're going to show a trailer for Avowed, but they might. But that's not one of my predictions. I don't think they will. Hope they do, though. I mean, it might make me want to buy an Xbox because I'm a PlayStation guy. But next up is Square Enix. Let's see. I don't.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Like, what are they gonna? They're gonna.
Strange.
Yeah, I don't care about any of this.
Black Panther for Wakanda expansion of Marvel's Avengers. I mean, I didn't like Marvel's Avengers anyway, the game, so I don't think that's gonna make any difference.
Yeah, my only prediction was that they were going to show Black Panther gameplay, and then I think they will announce. My prediction is that they will announce Spider-Man as a DLC character for the Avengers game.
Mm-hmm.
But like the player count is dwindling. People hate that game. That game is boring to people. It's like that was supposed to be a game that was supposed to last years and years, like Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like what, a year, and fucking people barely play it anymore. So they completely fucked up with that game.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, I was hoping it would be like a DCU Online in a way. And then when I was like, what is this? I'm bored halfway through it.
Yeah.
Because it's I don't get it. Like I wish you could actually create your own character, go on missions, or create your own hero. That would have been nice. That would be added to replayability. But I mean, it's like say even with adding Black Panther and possibly Spider-Man, I don't see how it's gonna make any difference at all.
Yeah, because the gameplay is still going to be boring. It's still going to be repetitive. You're just going to be fighting waves of enemies in a room. Like, I don't know how they fucked it up so bad. I don't know. Tony says Hasbro should come with a Power Rangers game. What do you mean, Tony?
Did you play that Power Rangers game? That was it.
The fighting game?
Yeah.
No, I didn't play that.
It's good. I like it.
I'm not big into fighting games. Period. I only got Mortal Kombat because it's cool, and I got Injustice because I love fucking superheroes.
Yeah.
But like I never played. I'm not a huge side-scrolling fighter person, so, and I'm not a huge Power Ranger guy, so definitely didn't get that.
Wow, my God.
But what do you mean, Tony? Should they make like an RPG, a third-person Power Rangers game, or what do you mean by that? Because I don't really care about Power Rangers. Square Enix, on to the next one. Warner Bros. Games. So, I wish GeekSpeak was still here. I hope he can come back because he wanted to talk about this. Did you ever play Left 4 Dead, JG?
The Telltale game?
Is it?
No,
it's like the
Telltale-like?
No, it's a straight up just first person zombie shooter, but you're like
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I know I'm thinking of that. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Left 4 Dead. Yeah, I loved it.
Well, Tony,
1 and 2, I love it.
Well, Tony, they did make a fighting Power Rangers game last year. It's called what's called like Fight for the Grid or something.
Yeah, something for the grid. I can't remember.
Yeah, so
like
they did make a Power Rangers fighting game.
Thing.
But dude, so apparently they're coming out with a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead called Back 4 Blood. It's going to be
the trailer for that.
Yeah, a co-op zombie shooter game.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never really been into Left 4 Dead, so I don't really care that much. But I know GeekSpeak was excited for it, and I was wondering if you are.
I am, because there's another one called World War Z that's like Left 4 Dead. And so, I love that game, and I cannot wait for that. Even while I see the gameplay trailer, because with these next-gen consoles, you can have a slew of zombies coming at you at one time without crashing, knock on wood. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Should be able to have them.
Should be able to have them. I'm excited for it. The guns that they have in there. I mean, hell, man, I think on paper it's going to be great.
So let me pull something out here for you.
All right.
Usually I'm kind of I'm against just making sequel after shameless sequel after sequels, and but you know what? This one time, I'm wondering if it's the same developer who made Left 4 Dead. It's the same kind of game. Like it's this ragtag group of like 4 or 5 characters you can play with, and like the gameplay looks the same against zombies. It's the same developer. The name is similar. Back 4 Blood. Why didn't they just call it Left 4 Dead 3? Like I think it would have been a lot smarter if they would have just called it Left 4 Dead 3 and made a new Left 4 Dead game instead of making a spiritual successor. Like, wouldn't have that got you even more hyped?
It would have. Like I was kind of questioning, were they partnered with somebody for 1 and 2 and something happened, so they kind of went their own direction and did their own thing and couldn't use the name. I don't know, but
there might be something like that.
3, man, I would have been extra hyped. I wouldn't even need to see the trailer. I'm like, it's bought. It's bought already.
Yeah.
Without even having to see a trailer.
Like, this is one of the times I think you should have made it a sequel. I don't know if they could. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But they were asked, like, are you making a Left 4 Dead 3? And they said, we're not developing it. As if they could be doing it. I just don't understand why they would just not call it that. If it's basically that.
At least they didn't lie. So
yeah. Pickle, do you think Ed Boon and NetherRealm Studio will reveal something? I mean, he's not slated to, but I hope he does. I mean, it was rumored that they're making a Marvel fighting game. I know they're not gonna. Even if they were, it's way too early, so that's not gonna be announced. But I mean, I don't know what they would announce. Are there going to be more fighter packs for Mortal Kombat 11? If there's going to be another fighter pack for MK11, he'll definitely come out and reveal it or something. But other than that, no, Tony, I don't see him even making an appearance.
Yeah.
But what's next? I hope he does though. I mean, I want to see some. I love when Ed Boon comes out and says, "Hey, we got some cool shit out of nowhere." PC gaming show and future game show. Sunday closes out with a pair of showcases. I don't know what that is. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know much about PC gaming show, so I have no idea.
Okay, so
on to the next.
Monday is going to be Capcom. They're apparently going to show Monster Hunters, Resident Evil 4, maybe. Man, I don't care about any of this.
Yeah, I
have no predictions.
Resident Evil yet, so.
My girlfriend bought Resident Evil 8 or Village because I hate horror movies. I also hate horror video games. I'm not into it, but for what it is, it looks really good. Like it's well made. Technically, it looks like a really good game. But I'm just not into Resident Evil or any of that. So Capcom, I have no predictions for Capcom. Do you have any predictions?
Maybe another Street Fighter game. Maybe. Other than that, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Capcom. So the game comes on saying Capcom. I'm like, cool.
All right. Take-Two Interactive. They have 2K games, Rockstar. Let me see if I have any predictions for them. No.
Maybe another. Nah, you're right. Nah.
I don't know. I really have no idea what they could announce. No.
Because I know it's not going to be another Red Dead game or anything like that.
No,
maybe.
No. Maybe some. No, I don't know. I can't think of
Grand Theft Auto. Maybe.
Well, I mean, number 6 is in development, but I think it's too early. I think it's too early to even show. If anything, they'll show like the generic like logo, just saying Grand Theft Auto, just to make people cheer. But I don't even think they're going to do that. But if they're going to show something, they might show a logo for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, maybe a logo. He comes out saying what they're planning on doing, but not really show anything. Yeah, that sounds about right.
The best reveals are when you have no idea. Like you expect, they're not going to show whatever, and then they show like a gameplay trailer. Yeah. It's like, holy shit, they've been working on this, man. Like that's so. Hopefully that'll happen. Okay, so Tuesday, Nintendo Direct and Treehouse Live. They're going to show new Switch games. Treehouse, I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Okay. So, do you care? Do you play the Switch?
I've never ever owned a Switch.
Man, dude,
so maybe a Zelda game. Maybe
it's a really great console.
Okay.
My only prediction. No, I have 2 predictions. I think it is early, but I think they're going to show a short teaser for Breath of the Wild 2. That's
I have seen that game. Yes,
Breath of the Wild, dude.
Looks good.
It's one of the greatest games ever created by a human. It's so fantastic. It's like that game alone is worth buying the system.
Okay.
The replayability, because it's like an open world game. You start off as Link, the main guy, and his memory is wiped, and you start out with like nothing but pants on. You have no weapons, no memory, nothing. You literally walk out of a cave, and the map is just open. Like you can walk right to the main villain and fight him right then.
Wow.
Like it's all about choice. Your health, you don't just regain it. You have to get food like apples, meat. You have to hunt things and then eat it to get your health back. Upgrade your armor. You gotta like find sticks and then a rusty sword and then a regular sword. And every time you use a weapon, it breaks. So you have to strategically use weapons and continuously like find new weapons. Dude, it's like survival action RPG mastery. It is a masterpiece of a game. I'll say it right now.
It sounds very immersive.
I'm hyping it up right now, and you should be hyped for this game.
I am.
If
I actually want to go look at it now.
Bro, go watch a Breath of the Wild walkthrough. Watch 2 hours of it. and then tell me it doesn't look great. So that is like their game. I think they're going to show a trailer for the second one. I hope.
You know what I really hope? Some type of Mario game.
Yeah, I mean they had Odyssey in 2018, so it's been 3 years. So I think it's enough time has passed for them to just surprise us with a new Mario game. Yeah, but I don't know.
But
I just
other than that, I
recently
don't know much about Nintendo, so
I just recently played Mario Galaxy for the first time because we got the All-Star pack or whatever with the Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy for the Switch.
yeah.
I had no idea how fun that game was. Mario Galaxy is fucking amazing.
Okay, I gotta check that out too.
Yeah, dude, I like the Switch. It's a good console, dude. It's not just a little fun play. Like, it's got some solid games. So I think they're gonna announce that, and I think they're going to give a trailer or a teaser for Metroid Prime 4.
Ooh.
Because it was announced, I think a couple years ago that they were doing it, but no news has happened. I think it's the perfect time. I think they've been working on it. They've been waiting to reveal it, and I think we're going to get a trailer for Metroid Prime 4. That's one of my big predictions. Not like other people haven't predicted it, but yeah. So after that, Bandai Namco, I don't know what they're gonna do.
The Elden Ring, isn't that a Bandai game? Bandai, wherever you want to pronounce it.
Elden Ring, is that the one they just showed?
Yeah. You think they're gonna show any more with that?
I think that trailer is that the one that released like last night or this morning?
No, they released that the last E3.
Oh, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, the trailer, of course, all the trailers look great. So I don't know what the gameplay is gonna be about.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And there's another one I played a demo for it, Scarlet Nexus. Bro, it is nice. It is like a.
Let me look it up. What's it called?
It's another Final Fantasy type of game. Scarlet Nexus.
Yeah. I'll get into Final Fantasy as well. I grew up. My dad played a lot of Final Fantasy, and my brother did, but I never really got into it. I was never into the, line up, and then you get to hit somebody, then they get to hit you, and then you get to hit them. Like turn-based fighting. I was just never into that, especially as a kid. It was very boring to me. But I watched my dad play it, and I grew up around it. I watched like some of the movies, so I mean, I like Final Fantasy. I like looking at it, but I've never actually really gotten into it.
Yeah, I think the first time I ever remember hearing about it was Final Fantasy VII, because the gameplay trailer was so nice. For the time, the graphics weren't up to par compared to today. I mean, none of them are. But yeah. I was like, man, I gotta play that thing just because of the story and all that stuff. But I hate turn-based games. Now, I think Final Fantasy VII at the time was very turn-based, and I hate them. Well, unless it's Star Wars or Revenge of the Sith.
The remake now,
whatever it's called.
The remake that they just made or whatever, it's not turn-based. It's you just
like
fucking fight. Yeah. So I mean, I thought about getting it maybe, but it's a game I would get if I had like an abundance of money, which I don't. But K-Dot.
K-Dot has returned.
Yes. So okay, so K-Dot, since we went on for about 15 minutes. So out of we were talking about Xbox, of course, Square Enix, Warner Bros, Capcom, and Nintendo. What are the big reveals that you think are coming? What are you excited for?
For Nintendo, what already showed it at their last what they call those things? What they call those showcases at Nintendo?
I think fucking beats me. I don't know.
It's whatever they have it. I think they're going to definitely show more about that Zelda Hyrule game. Definitely some more gameplay for that the big open world Pokemon game, not the Diamond and Pearl remake, but Pokemon Legends Arceus, the actual open world, like real open world.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So that's gonna go down. And they're most likely going to show something Mario related. Of course.
Yeah.
That's what JG was asking. Do you think it's been 3 years since Odyssey? It's been maybe 4 years since Odyssey? Do you
Yeah, I
think
think
they're gonna? Do you think they're gonna just like surprise us with a new Mario platformer?
I would like to see it. Possibly, I mean, I would like to see another Mario platformer. I mean, not like a Mario, party game, like a tennis game or whatever for me, because I don't really play those. But another platformer would be cool because I did like Super Mario Odyssey. I still prefer Super Mario 64 over Odyssey, but I liked Odyssey, and I would like to get another Mario game just like that, exactly like that, platforming just like that, like Super Mario 64.
Okay.
Did you play? Did you ever play Galaxy?
I never played Galaxy.
Dude,
I
was just telling
Luigi
JG.
one or Super Mario Galaxy. I didn't play Luigi.
Super Mario Galaxy. I just got it on the Switch in the remake pack that they like the Super Pack. They released a 64 Sunshine and Galaxy. Dude, Mario Galaxy is fantastic. It's as good as everybody said it was.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta check that one out.
I was telling JG like he needs to get a Switch. Like the Switch is legit. I was telling him the Breath of the Wild, dude, is one of the greatest games ever made.
All right, Pickle. This is the thing about me and my Switch. Literally all last year, I did not touch. When I touch my Switch, I play it like probably every 3 or maybe 6 months. I don't know. I barely touch that thing. It's at the point where I just gave it to my girlfriend and I said, "Here, play it. I'll get it.
So what games did you have? Like why couldn't you get into it?
I had Odyssey, Sonic Mania, there's Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Okami High Definition, and I had one more, but I forgot what it was. This is the thing. I got it because I wanted to get Smash Brothers. Because Smash Brothers you can only get on one console, and I wanted to get to play with my friends and stuff. And that's really all I got it for. And I got the other games over time because I need something to fill the void. Super Mario Odyssey was fun, but when I beat it, I just stopped playing it. I don't think the console is something like I like the games, but the console, I don't need it.
No. You need it. No. Every human on the planet who likes video games needs Breath of the Wild. K-Dot, what is wrong with you?
Oh no, dude, I got Breath of the Wild.
I'm saying, how could you not play it and love it? You didn't love it?
My girlfriend is enjoying it for me.
Dude, K-Dot, please. I'm asking you. Please give it a chance. It is one of the greatest RPG open world games of all time.
I started playing it. I'm like literally halfway. I'm like,
oh, dude.
I'm like, I never beat it. I'm like halfway into it. But my girlfriend got my Switch, so I can't get it. I can't get it at the moment.
Oh, she must be having a swell time. It's a fantastic game. But yeah, I think they're going to show a trailer, a teaser, maybe not gameplay, but a teaser for Breath of the Wild 2. Maybe. And I think my big prediction for Nintendo is they are going to finally show a trailer for Metroid Prime 4.
Metroid Prime 4. What is the thing about the Zelda thing? Like, because they coming out with that Zelda Hyrule game. It's not. I didn't care about that. Same engine of Breath of the Wild, right? But I think they're using that in the meantime as a let's give them a bone. Let's give them just something for now.
Yeah,
I don't think Breath of the Wild will be ready at this showcase. Just like I don't think 2 will be ready at the showcase. I don't think it will.
I think it'll be like maybe like what they did with Elder Scrolls 6. They showed like some mountains and then just said Elder Scrolls 6 is coming. Something like that. Like they'll just announce it's coming. But I think like we'll see actual gameplay from Metroid Prime because they announced that years ago. I think they've been working on it. They haven't said anything in years. People are fucking wanting it really bad.
Yeah.
So for Nintendo, my big prediction is Metroid Prime gameplay. I've never played a Metroid Prime game before, but
oh wow.
So I mean, maybe
my only exposure to Samus was the Smash Brothers games.
Yep, me too. Yep. And you didn't even did you not know she was a girl until you were like older?
For a while I thought it was a dude in a suit until I finally did got into YouTube and stuff and did research and I was like, oh, that's a girl under the suit.
Yep.
Yeah,
badass character.
I mean, all those characters did kind of look feminine anyway, so I assumed they were all guys, right? And then I realization that's a girl. I'm like, what?
I mean, you see like a badass, just like a character in armor, and you just assume it's a man. Then you see her without her helmet, and you're like, oh, that's a chick, Samus. That is a chick's name. What? And it works. Like that's a great female character because she's just badass. So what's going on here?
Oh, well, you had another question. Did you guys get to the Warner Brothers?
So we kind of went through everything, and I was gonna just kind of open it back up because I realized I went through everything here. So yeah, Warner Brothers was okay. So yeah, I asked you, Nintendo, Capcom, and yeah, Warner Brothers. I think that they are going to show gameplay for the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game.
They need to.
Yeah, I'm not too psyched about the plot of it, but I want to see how the gameplay will go. Because I have a strange feeling. I feel like it's going to be one of those games where it's like a top-down game and it's a shooter and it's with 4 people and they can join in online and stuff. I just have that weird, funny feeling in my stomach. I don't know why.
It's the guys who did the Arkham games. And it said it takes place in the Arkham universe. I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah, I think it'd be like the Arkham Knights or something like that.
With these type of games for some reason. But I think this is what I think they're going to do. Because they have the perfect system because they set it up in Arkham Knight. The ability to switch between characters. But this time you're going to be playing with 4 characters, 5 characters, however big the team is. And it's probably going to have 4-player co-op, I hope. I hope it has 4-player co-op so people can just join in the story mode and join you. It's and even if you're playing solo, you can switch between the characters because it's gonna be a group based game. If y'all remember playing that Teen Titans video game, it was like that. You can switch between different characters.
The one from like 2004.
Yeah.
Dude, I had that on the PS2. I love that game.
Yeah. I think it's gonna play like that. It could be a platformer.
So like a Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah.
Like you got a squad of 4. At any time, you can switch between each one of them.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be like that.
I mean, probably. I mean, like the Gotham Knights thing. Like that looks like you can switch between Nightwing or Red Hood or Batgirl.
But see, Gotham Knight plays like Arkham Knight. Like the camera close up on the character, the second person camera. It plays literally like almost like Arkham Knight, but since you're playing with Batgirl in them, your character's going to be a little bit more faster, nimble, and agile. So that's a plus. You're playing with faster characters compared to Batman, who's not slow, but he's a bit more of a tank. He's big. He's been more of a tank, kind of tanky.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Like, I want to see like what the gameplay looks like. I'm kind of disappointed that they're making a Suicide Squad game instead of the actual Justice League.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I want to play with Superman. I want to play with Green Lantern. I want to play with Aquaman. I don't want to fucking play with Captain Boomerang. And I guess because they're more grounded, it was easier to make their gameplay, because it's hard to make a Superman game or it'd be hard to make a Green Lantern game. It's easier to make a game about a guy who has projectiles or a guy with a gun or a shark who's like a brute. Like, they don't have anybody who can move at super speed, so it's easier. Yeah. But like,
I'll be honest, I think they only did this because the movie came out. Because if you notice, games like these only come out when the movies come out. Like, let's say if the Suicide Squad movie never came out, would this game have ever come out?
Oh, dude, they probably I think you're completely right. They started development
because the movie.
Like, when that movie came out, they started development of that game. I think you're right because that was 5 years ago.
It takes about 3 years to make a game.
Yeah. I totally see that. Yeah. I mean, the comics got more popular. Suicide Squad got a whole new comic in the DC Rebirth. They probably came up with this game. So yeah, I see that. They got a couple animated movies. That's probably a reason. But
I think it could be fun. It's different because this is the thing about DC games I always enjoy. DC to me always had the best like video games in my opinion. To me, DC. So I think this will be a fun game. It's not the characters I prefer to play as, but as long as it's fun, if they can get me interested in most of the cast like I did for, Harley and Deadshot and Suicide Squad 2016, even though I didn't like the movie. If they can do that, I can fall in love with the characters. I do not expect the story to be deep because I know it will not be. I'm not expecting that. But this plot is just like, I can care less for. I don't want to be Harley Quinn trying to kill Superman. That's ridiculous.
I know you want to be Superman.
Yeah, I want to be Superman and stuff. And mind you, this is the thing. I was just playing Saints Row 4 and Saints Row Gat Out of Hell. These games, like you get superpowers and stuff, and they literally have perfect simulations of someone who can do a Superman game, a Flash game. Like these games simulate how you can do a Flash game and a Superman game, and you know they can just do it. Even a Wonder Woman game, you know, not an open world game, but a Wonder Woman linear game where it should take place in World War I or something. Like Rocksteady should be doing the actual, you know, the big characters we want to play as, like mainly Superman. It makes sense to do a Superman game, and I trust them to do it because they did so great with Batman. And they did an original Batman story. Even though they took, they still copy from the comics, but that was the original Batman story. The Arkham games is the original Batman story, and it was good.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think of Arkham, and then you had Arkham's. The only one that was like really just ripped from the comic was Arkham Knight, the whole red, like Todd being Red Hood.
Yeah.
And then like Mr. Free, like Mr. Freeze wanting to unfreeze Nora. Like there were some comic book stuff, but yeah, that was a completely new
story. Yep.
Yeah. Fantastic games. Like the way to do it, and I mean I know it's hard, but I mean making video games is very hard and tedious. You just have to make a huge map so you have room for like Superman to fly around. Yeah. And you just have to nerf his speed a little bit. Like maybe not make him as fast as he should be. Because if he was as fast as he should be, you would go around the map in a minute.
Yeah.
So like make him fast, but not too like the Grand Theft Auto mods. Like you can fly around, you fly around, but it's not like they can do it, man. They can do it, and then give him like villains. Like the tutorial would be like maybe killing some. Well, not killing, but like killing some like weak robots or something.
Yeah.
And then give him like alien people to fight, and then you'd have actual good gritty fights.
Yeah.
Then have a couple mission have a mission where they fucking stick a kryptonite fucking knife in them and you have to fight like Batman. Like it can be done.
Yeah. And also just like they can do like the Assassin's Creed games do. They penalize you for hurting civilians, right?
Yeah.
So they and you know the game can really force you to really truly be careful as Superman. Or you know, just do what most games do, like the Spider-Man game. You try to punch a civilian. I mean, the punches don't do nothing.
Yeah.
You're punching an invisible wall when you hit the civilians. Like, you don't even got to be that complicated. But people, when they talk about a Superman game, I don't know why they make it seem complicated. Like, when people talk about a Superman game, talk about Superman in general. He's too powerful. I know he's powerful, but freaking Spider-Man is powerful too. You know, all the little minions he fights should be getting one-shotted and defeated. But in the Spider-Man game, they make it to where the enemy fight do not get one-shotted. They do not get one-shotted. Even though he could.
He should, dude. I thought that too in the Spider-Man game. When you're like swinging with full force and kicking guys, like he would kick through their face. Like he could flick them and kill them. But it's a game, so you have to hit them 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, JG?
But they cap it. Go, JG.
I was gonna say I wouldn't mind if it was a game where you start off maybe as a teenager and or maybe not so much a teenager, but you're kind of base Superman, and as you progress, you can like add points to your strength, speed, or whatever. But if you add it to flight, you lose strength, or if you add it to strength, you lose this. Like you're losing something. So when it gets to the big battle, you have to build yourself up to be able to face that big enemy at the end.
That'd be great. A superhero RPG game where you can allocate points. And I mean, dude, all you have to do is just don't make them as fast.
Yeah, exactly. The same way you do with Batman.
You have to upgrade your skill points in Arkham Knight to, upgrade.
And you make a huge map.
Yes.
And just don't make them as fast. Like make them half the speed, so it feels like you're flying fast, but you're not. Maybe you're not as fast as a bullet, but you're super fast. Like they couldn't do a Flash game. Like there's just no way. Like he's so fast that he can fucking time travel. Like that would be But a Superman game, you can make it realistic. Make him fly, make him fast, have him fight robots and like really powerful people like Doomsday or that other fucker and aliens.
You want to know who should do a Flash game? Insomniac Games, because they dabble in like parkour and stuff. Because with Flash, like even though he's runs, you want like the running to be like engaging and kind of flashy. Running up walls and stuff, like the way they did a parkour with Spider-Man.
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive. I
Oh,
think
that would
they'd
be
be
cool.
perfect for a Flash game.
I think Insomniac Games should develop every game ever. They're a fantastic
I agree.
studio.
Yep.
Ratchet and Clank, you guys don't know this, maybe you do. I've probably said it many times. It's my favorite series ever. Insomniac Games is very close to my heart. I am getting Ratchet and Clank PS5 either tonight or tomorrow, and I'm so excited.
Oh, here he goes bragging with
Oh
his
my
PS5
God, dude.
privilege.
No,
PS5
dude.
I know,
privilege.
right?
Oh, it's not privilege. I earned it. K Dot. I am
know
so
that feeling,
pumped,
bro.
dude. I am incredibly pumped to get that game because it looks amazing. But Insomniac
No, it
Games,
doesn't
dude,
fit.
they are
My
a
favorite
solid
Ratchet game was,
developer.
my favorite Ratchet game was Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. That's my favorite.
Really, number 3. My favorite one as a kid, it was Up Your Arsenal. Now
Yeah,
that
that's mine
I've
too.
replayed it as an adult and I'm looking back, it's Going Commando 100%. The second game.
I also like Deadlock, but the reason I like I forgot this CD I had. I had this CD, right? I have Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked on
It
it.
had a
bunch of
demo, didn't it?
games. Yeah,
I
like
had that
Shadow of the
too.
Colossus on it.
Oh, I love Shadow Colossus.
It was a bunch of demo games. That's where I got introduced to Ratchet and Clank Deadlock.
Yeah.
It was a demo disc. Had Shadow of the Colossus and a bunch of PlayStation 2 games on it. And I was like, dang, this shit is fire.
I rented that. I rented it from Movie Gallery, and I never finished it because I didn't like it as much as the other ones because there was less platforming. It was more just fighting. But Ratchet and Clank, I'm so excited for that. Tony, do you think we'll get another Dragon Ball game? Absolutely. They cannot stop
Yeah.
making them. We
Yeah.
get one every 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know what it'll be, but you can guarantee.
Is Bandai Namco on the list?
Yeah, I took the list away, but Bandai Namco, it said they were on the list.
I think they're
Oh,
going
aren't they supposed to make a
Xenoverse
My
3.
Hero
They're
Academia
going to
game?
announce Xenoverse 3. Possibly. Most likely Xenoverse 3. Because I like the
Yeah.
Xenoverse games. I really like them. It's one of the original Dragon Ball game stories. All the other games copy the same story. You play through the same story. Xenoverse is at least one of the original game stories. It's a original news story.
Weren't they making a My Hero Academia game, open world game, or something like that?
I have no
Oh,
idea.
that was a mobile one.
Oh, never mind.
But I think they're doing a fighters game. I heard about a fighters game.
Okay.
That's what I heard about. My Hero Academia fighters game.
Geek Speak, I wish he's having technical problems, so he can't join us, but he loves My Hero Academia, so I would love to see what he would think about that.
I like it.
Oh shoot, he might not want to be around me because I just can't help but not slander my hero. You know, it just blurts out. I just got to slander.
Dude,
You don't like it?
And a BITC.
Nah, it's cool to me. It's cool to me. It's overhyped, but it's cool to me.
It is
Yes.
like that Juju catches, whatever it's called. That's like 10 times better to me than My Hero Academia. Jujutsu.
Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that.
I seen some of the combat from Jujutsu Kaisen, the action sequences. That's the first time I've seen them handle 2-on-1 really good.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max now. I was looking at it before I got on YouTube.
All right, guys. So I missed a couple predictions here. I'm also predicting because we looked at 2K and I was like, I don't know what 2K is going to announce.
Take two.
BioShock 4. No, do they own 2K?
Wait, what are you talking about? 2K Studios, right?
Son of a
2K
bitch.
Studios.
Are they under Take Two?
I shouldn't have. Let me pull that damn picture back up.
Because I had some predictions for Take Two because they're talking about Rockstar Studios and stuff. I had some predictions for Take Two.
Let me find the picture. Here we go. All right, K Dot, I got you. No, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. Here we go. All right.
What up, Ashley?
My computer is lagging. Oh no!
All the weight.
Son of a bitch! All right, here we go. All right, let's get back to this. Take-Two Interactive, yes, parent company of 2K and Rockstar Games. What do you think?
I'm gonna say this, and it has to do with Rockstar Games. They're obviously going to announce their remaster of GTA 5 and on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So expect that.
Oh yeah.
They got to, because I'll be honest with you, I play with my girlfriend and we like playing it together, Red Dead Online, they need to announce some type of expansion, something to like spruce up that online and give it something, because it's not as good as GTA Online. I'm gonna just be honest and admit that.
I never played it online.
The story mode is great, but the online needs more. They need to let us know what further updates are going to do for Red Dead Online, something, because it's pretty much dead. And another thing for Take Two, they may announce something about Mafia 4.
Oh, I hope they do. I hope they do.
You think they're gonna come out with the Mafia after they just spent the time on the remaster?
I think because that remaster was so good and I loved it, they can take that engine, really continue with that, because that's the same engine they used for Mafia 3, but Mafia Definitive Edition was just a better game with that engine. It literally plays almost the same as Mafia 3, not that much different, but the Mafia Definitive Edition handled that engine much better. I think they're going to give us something about Mafia 4. But that's what I hope for Mafia 4. I hope it's like Mafia 2. Not in the aspect of the setting, but the little details. Because Mafia 3 has an open world, but it's a dead open world. You can't go to stores, you can't buy clothing, you can't. The little details and stuff, like the little things, like you didn't feel like you could role play in it like that, you know.
I know what you mean. There are some open worlds that they're just big for being the sake of big, but there's nothing to do.
Yep.
I've never played Mafia, so I don't know about any of that.
I recommend
you got to
play it, bro.
But both of you are saying I should get it.
Yes.
Should I get the remaster?
Remaster, not the original, but the remaster.
Yeah, get the Mafia Definitive Edition and play Mafia 2, the remaster version. 3, you can play it if you want. You don't have to. I recommend you don't. But play 1 and 2. Mafia 2 is really freaking good. You're gonna like the story.
All right.
Dude, look into your store in the store, because that when I bought it, I got all 3 of them: the remastered 2 Definitive Edition and Mafia 3 in the bundle. It was like $20, I think.
Yeah,
or 30, something like that.
Bundle's not even that expensive. I'd spend like 20 on it too.
Any other predictions for 2K or
BioShock maybe?
So I was gonna say that too.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna give a reveal, no gameplay, but an early reveal of BioShock 4. So
Pickle, you might take my head off, but I have not played Mafia 4. Well, I have not played Mafia. Not Mafia, but BioShock.
I was like, what? You just
BioShock's cool, bro.
Man, you know what? I've never played the first. I've never played any of them except for Infinite. We got when they did the whole remaster of it, JG, you know, what's it called? The collection.
Yeah,
we got it. Yeah. We got it. And I watched my girlfriend play the second one because she loves it. I'm not super into it, but Infinite is one of my favorite games of all time. I love that game.
Infinite was dope.
So I mean, if they announce a new one, I'm going to be completely into it because I want to see that. The gameplay, the story, it's cool, it's compelling, and yeah. So I think there's going to be a BioShock announcement, but I'm not gonna. If I had to say, I would say they're probably not going to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and say they are. Are either of you like interested in that Harry Potter open world game?
I most definitely am. Most definitely, I mean, I want to play that game.
This is the thing, because all right, this is the funny thing about
Hogwarts Legacy.
Like, I'm gonna give it a try. This is the thing. I just want to. I hope it's open world. I want to go around, say, pull up on somebody, expect a Patronum, give me your money.
Wait, hey, Expecto Patronum is a defense spell.
You got the wrong.
Wait, any Harry Potter fan would roast you right now.
Oh, hey, I am no Harry Potter fan. Let me say that.
Expecto Patronum, give me your wallet.
But I want to stick up
like a little happy little deer walking by.
I know you mean though. It's Kada. It's Avada Kedavra is like shooting somebody in the face with a shotgun.
Oh, then
that's the murder spell.
Avada Kedavra.
Crucio is a torture spell.
Yeah, and I'm not even huge into Harry Potter, but dude, like I've gotten into Harry Potter recently, and I like it. I think it's pretty good. So I mean, the game looks pretty good, and I mean, open world game where you can create your own person, go through the school, pick what kind of magic you want to do. I mean, even take the name Harry Potter away from it. Looks pretty dope.
Did they give a rating for the game? I think at most might be rated T for teen.
I think it's T or E. It might be E10.
Okay.
We
gotta have a Quidditch match in there.
I don't feel like looking.
I need that Quidditch match.
I mean, I'm excited for that. I think they already showed I think they'll show some more gameplay of that because they already released the trailer last year or like a year and a half ago. But I think they're going to show some more of that because people are excited for it. And what else do I have here? Do you guys care about Bayonetta?
What is that? I never heard of it.
I prefer Devil May Cry with Bayonetta, even though they're very similar. I never really got into Bayonetta.
Me either.
She was in Smash though. I liked her in Smash Brothers.
You want to Smash?
That. Okay.
Yeah, she has like the glasses and the sword. I never got into it, but I apparently they're developing the third one, so they might announce that. But I don't care. I didn't know if you guys did.
I mean, I would like to see a Bayonetta and Dante from Devil May Cry crossover game. That's what I'd like to see.
Oh, that'd be dope.
But do you guys think they're going to announce the second part to the Final Fantasy game?
Which one?
7, the one they just released, because it was only half of the game. It only encompassed the part that takes place on Earth. There's a whole other half of the game that they're developing. So I'm wondering if they're going to announce the part 2.
I'll say this: I never played the original. I played the first game. I still need to finish it, and this is why I'm gonna tell you why. I uninstalled it because the game was pissing me off for a moment, right? And when I found out the other things, I did not really realize I was paying $60 for like the first people said it's like the first 15 minutes of the game. I initially played the first 15 minutes of the game, and I paid $60 for it. I'm like, what the hell? I thought I was getting the whole thing, the whole package. Because Final Fantasy VII, there's more to it. You don't play the full game.
When did this happen? What?
The Final Fantasy VII remake is not the full game. It's like
I know it's half the game.
Of the original. Yeah.
Or it's like the first part or something. I don't know. It's gonna be 2 or 3 parts. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, but it's isn't it like a 20-hour campaign though?
I think
15.
What I mean, you could. This is the thing, because my main issue with the game was the combat system, right? Because the enemies are like broken in the game. I remember I was doing this mission fighting this thing called the Monster House. It was a giant house. You're fighting it in this stadium, and it literally took me about probably over 30 minutes to kill this thing. Over 30 minutes just to kill this thing because it kept on buffing itself, kept on healing. None of my magic was working. I was like, what the fuck is this fight? I was getting pissed off. I was like, this is some bullshit. And the combat, it keeps doing the same thing. Enemies are just broken. I was even playing on the hardest difficulty, just standard. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
The game looks great. I
it looks good. Yeah,
the first one, it looks good, but for me, my favorite Final Fantasy was 15. Now I know people's issues with 15. 15 was not completed. It should have been completed at launch.
Is that the one where you play as the 3 brothers?
No, well, you play as the 4 guys.
The 4 guys, or whatever, the friends or whatever.
Yeah. You're the king, and your escorts are following you, and you guys all need to get to the princess, marry her, and liberate your kingdom or whatever.
Oh, I know nothing about it.
You know how far I got in that game? Right when you got to the docks. I didn't play it after that. That was like the very beginning of the game.
Yeah, for me, I like the game. I understand why at launch, I understand why a lot of people won't like it, but if you get it now, it's completed, it's done. You can play it in its full grand glory.
So, do you think they're gonna announce the second part?
I think they will, because they also need to announce the Final Fantasy 16. They need to show more Final Fantasy 16.
Oh yeah,
because remember, there's it's going to be a PS5 exclusive. They didn't say if it's going to be a time exclusive, But if it's not, I'm gonna just get a PS5 so I can play it. That Final Fantasy 16 looks interesting to me because it's taken some inspiration from Devil May Cry, Final Fantasy 15, and 7, trying to mix it all together. I hope it's an open world game too.
Yeah, I was telling JG that I've never really gotten into Final Fantasy, but I grew up watching my dad play it. And like I watched the animated movies and I've like seen gameplay and I enjoy it, but I've never really gotten into playing one because I hate turn-based combat. I know the new one isn't like the newer ones aren't turn-based anymore. So I mean maybe
they twisted up
maybe I would
combat, which I like. That's what got me into
the
series now.
Turn-based, I cannot do it. So maybe I might delve into it someday, but I think they're gonna announce it. I think it's gonna be a big thing that they're gonna do. But let's see what else.
Pickle, JG, you guys can chime in too. This is my thing about turn-based. I don't really like turn-based either. This is my thing, and it's the weirdest thing to me. People call turn-based, strategy and stuff. It's a lot of strategy, but I'm like, is there really strategy of waiting for somebody to attack? Like you taking turns to attack? Is there really strategy in that?
I will admit.
I mean, in some cases, like chess, it's like chess is strategy. You're taking turns, but like. If I'm doing turn-based attacks with somebody who is shooting lasers at me, we're taking turns shooting lasers at each other. That really strategy?
Okay, I will say, K-Dot, it kind of is because you're like, okay, I have one item, and do I want to hit him with it now? Do I want to save it? Oh, I got my this power might recharge. I can only use it once. I can't use it next turn. And then you're like, oh, if he's gonna hit me with this, then I don't want to use this because it might leave me vulnerable. Like there are some mechanisms in it that make it kind of like it's not just I hit you, you hit me. Like you have to like save your stuff and your health. Do I decide if I want to heal right now and then you hit him with that lightning bolt? Oh, but he's vulnerable to lightning bolt, so I have to hit him with my sword. But it is strategy, I think. But it's just completely boring to me. Like that's not compelling to me personally. But I will admit, like watching my dad play it, like there is strategy in it. Like depending on like using the items you have. And the different enemies, there's a bit of strategy, but it's just boring.
Yeah, like the only turn-based game I actually liked playing was Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic.
I never played it.
I take it neither one of you have played it anyway.
No,
but that's the
I always hear about it.
Game I actually like Sith Lords. That's the only one I like. But yeah, my introduction to Final Fantasy VII, I was telling Pickle, was Final Fantasy VII when it came out years ago. And it looked great. The trailers looked great. I mean, all the trailers look great. And actually, when I played the demo for it, I was like, okay, I can actually get into this. But I kept getting died. So I'm like, I hate it.
You know what? I think Bandai may announce some type of Boruto game or whatever. They might be bold enough to announce a Boruto game. But this is what they could do. Announce a My Hero Academia Fighters game, another Dragon Ball FighterZ 2 or Xenoverse 3. I prefer Xenoverse 3, and I'll be good with that. Okay. But if they better not announce Boruto or anything. If they do, I'm like, no, don't do that.
I mean, they gotta keep it going, K-Dot.
I personally haven't. K-Dot, if you didn't know, I mean, you probably from my comments the other night, but I'm lifelong Dragon Ball Z fan. I haven't played a Dragon Ball Z game since Tenkaichi 2. But like, dude, when I was a kid, dude,
are solid, bro. Like Raging Blast, Xenoverse, you'll like them.
Like they just got kind of boring to me. I grew up with Budokai, Budokai 1, 2, 3, Tenkaichi, but I never, like, I didn't get into, I didn't do fighters. I haven't done Xenoverse. I just kind of lost interest in it. I think Dragon Ball Super kind of deflated me.
So they also keep repeating the story too.
It's also, because it's like, okay, I know you're going to fight Raditz, or then you're going to fight Vegeta, or then you're going to fight Nappa, then Vegeta, then Cell, then maybe that's a part of it. I've seen it all done. And then just like, I don't know, the combat was just, didn't feel heavy. It felt very floaty. And I don't know, just maybe Dragon Ball Super coming out also kind of just deflated me, period, with Dragon Ball. So.
But if you want to play the most original story, Xenoverse is original because it's playing with a spin-off series in Japan where Trunks is like time traveling and stuff, and he's Trunks from one dimension, he's time traveling stuff. You make your own custom character in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, but
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like it's kind of RPG that you get to use whatever attacks you want from other past characters. You can customize your character, give them whatever abilities, and you do story mode missions based off you going to different times, different points of the Dragon Ball universe to fix them, keep them in check, and all that type of stuff. And you also get these new original villains, these new time villains that you're going to deal with too through both games. So it's the one of the new original stories, but that's the only new original story with the games. But other than that, like the combat and stuff for the most of the games have recently been good. But I recommend this: don't ever get Ultimate Tenkaichi, and don't ever play Battle of Z, and you're safe. You can play the rest.
I don't plan on it,
Play
K-Dot.
Ultimate Tenkaichi. I am serious. If you
I don't
ever
plan on it. No.
Pickle, I'm just warning because if you do try it, please do not get Ultimate Tenkaichi because you'll never touch
I can
another
promise
Dragon Ball
you.
game again.
I can promise you right now I'll never play that. So but I want to get to Black Adam's comment. He posted like 20 minutes ago. He said that he wants Injustice 3. Hell yeah. I want Injustice 3. I want 4. I want 5. I want 6. I want 7. Come on, like LeBron James said, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. Dude, like I don't know if we're gonna see it. Let me think. Injustice 2 was what, 2017? It's been long enough, but I think NetherRealms, they're focused on MK right now, so they usually like to wait until it's kind of gone its path and then they do a new one. So I think we're a year away from seeing Injustice 3 or the Marvel game, whatever they do next. But I definitely, dude, if they just surprise us with Injustice 3, I mean, I'll shit my pants. I'm getting that day one. But yeah, man, I hope we get it too. They should make new stories for the DBZ games. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of I kind of like just having the DBZ that happened. And I don't know if I really want more. I know that Super just wasn't my thing. I just it's cool when you're a kid, but enough of the fucking Krillin and Tien and Yamcha and everybody sits on the sideline while Goku and Vegeta take care of the shit. I want to see new shit. I want to see fucking Goten and Trunks as adults. I want to see Goku and Vegeta like old, coming with the grips of death. They're too old to fight anymore. With like reality of mortality. I want to see like new stories. I don't want to see Goku and Vegeta just kicking ass every time.
Hey, and that's the thing. I'm down with seeing Goten, Trunks, and Gohan take over series, but this is the thing: they have to kill Goku and Vegeta permanently. Both.
I would love it, dude.
They have to. That's the only way the story can like change. They have to kill both of them.
Wouldn't it be great to see a story where Goten and Trunks are like in their 30s, Gohan's like 50, Goku and Vegeta have like gray hair, and they're having to come to grips with reality that they're not as strong as they were anymore. Make it a deep story. Like they try to fight a villain, but they can't do it anymore. But they're like the Master Roshi now. Like they can fight a little bit, but they're not what they used to be. And like new dynamics with characters, new characters. Like let's see something else other than just coming in, kicking ass while the other characters sit on the sideline. I'm tired of it. I love Dragon Ball Z, but I'm fucking tired of it.
Hey, I feel you. I love me Dragon Ball, and like I said, I even thought of a story where Goku. This is the thing, and it has to do with the Dragon Balls. They can add this in. If Akira Toriyama, he can do it. There has to be. They can easily do it to where after all the wishes they've done to keep wishing back life so much, is that the dragon finally tells them that we need to stop this. It will probably be another it won't be another 200, 500 years until you guys can start making wishes of these grand scales again to bring back people, mess with life and the balance of the afterlife and all that stuff. And literally within that time, if Goku and Vegeta die, they cannot come back. Like they're permanently dead. So that'll be 200 years of everyone moving on and stuff. Well, just a bit, just the dragon just tells them that, you can't make wishes for another 100 years like this, or 200, 300 for these specific individuals. Because Shenron knows that if something bad happens again, Goku and them will use Dragon Balls again to make these type of wishes and mess with the afterlife and how everything should go. And the dragon tells them, no more.
Or he just like destroys the Dragon Balls for good, and they just never
Or
come
destroy him.
back.
Bring in a villain that's going to destroy him. And then
Yeah, man. Now, like
Bring
that
the
would be
villain.
that would be a compelling villain. Like he thinks that reality has been shifted too much. They've been fucking with the multiverse, whatever. Like Dragon Balls have been used too many times. Maybe it hurt him in some personal way. I don't know. Like he's on a mission to destroy them, not just a guy who wants to take over the galaxy again. I don't know. I love Dragon Ball Z, but son of a bitch.
Do you know they're going to use Capsule Corp to develop some time machine to go back, get the Dragon Balls, bring them
Oh,
back?
it didn't.
It's going to happen.
Oh no,
Yeah, they
Bulma
did it
already won.
before, so it's like they're going to just rehash and do it again.
So okay, so to kind of end this out, what I'm gonna ask you both two questions.
Yeah.
What are you guys most excited for and hopeful for this weekend's E3? And what do you think will realistically steal the show?
Ooh.
Either the Take-Two showcase. This is the thing. The Take-Two showcase, Warner Bros. Games, or the Xbox and Bethesda showcase is going to steal the show. If Sony was, because I didn't see nothing about Sony at all. And the reason I say Take-Two,
Singular game though.
Oh, singular game?
Like what singular gameplay announcement overall will be like, oh my god, that's the talk of the town?
I forgot to say this. I think Take-Two's may announce some GTA 6 news. I think. And I'll be honest with you. I'm not saying Grand Theft Auto is the greatest game ever. I love it. I'm not saying it's the greatest game ever, the deepest game. But if they give a GTA 6 announcement, best believe all the other games are going to go like, it's going to be a halt. Because Grand Theft Auto is a big franchise now. It's been the best seller for these past couple of years, and it's still one of the best sellers because GTA Online. When if they announce GTA 6 at this E3 through a trailer or just a logo, whatever, I think that's going to steal the show. I think GTA 6 is going to steal the show. Too many people play that. You got old people playing it. You got people in there. You got old adults playing it. Kids. Everyone plays it. Literally, all my cousins play it. My nephews, my oldest cousins and stuff, they all play it. Everyone, literally, there's some people that play that online, and you'll be shocked that people play it. Even a bunch of women play it. I know a bunch of women that love playing GTA Online. They love playing it. Literally, a lot of people is playing it, and they're going to be excited for the GTA 6.
So, what are you most excited to see?
I'm most excited to see what Bethesda and Xbox can bring. But if I had to be realistic, I think Take-Two, if they do announce anything GTA 6 related, it will steal the show. But I think Xbox and Bethesda showcase will be the highlights of everything here. They're going to have to be the highlight because they're the biggest. You have Nintendo there, but Nintendo compared to Xbox is going to edge them out. So I think Xbox
the only way Nintendo would win is if they showed gameplay for Breath of the Wild 2, which I don't think is going to happen. So, yeah. JG,
yeah,
who is going to steal the show?
Oh man, as far as a game, I got two in mind. Halo, if it comes out with better graphics and has a better showcase, it can steal the show. And it's one that we didn't talk about that I just realized when I looked it up. That Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2. If they announce that and bring that trailer out or something about it, I think one of those two games will steal the show. Now,
all right, what are you most excited for?
Ooh, Fable, honestly. If they bring Fable, because I've been a lifelong Fable fan. Even when they announced a little trailer they did to the last one, I was super excited for. I was more excited for that.
If they show a Fable trailer, that might steal the show.
Yeah, that might steal the show. But it's been so long, so I don't know if it's going to have that same oomph it would have had they brought it out some time ago. So
yeah, because there are a lot of people who played Fable now are in their late 20s who are kind of out of it. Some teenagers who've never heard of Fable. So I mean, but if they brought a really badass Fable trailer, I mean, they could do some shit.
But even then, Fable 3 had a great trailer, but the game to me was trash.
I've heard that it's not the best. I've never played any Fable games.
Okay.
But Man, it's hard to say what's. I know it's the easy answer, but if I think they're gonna pull out the best gameplay that they have, they're gonna make it look the best. They're gonna turn up all the shit on it, and I think Halo Infinite is gonna be the talk. Like on Monday morning, like people are gonna be talking about they did it. They got people pre-ordering Xboxes. I think it's gonna steal the show. Now,
well, we also have to be mindful of another thing too. I was just thinking about it.
I'm not mindful though.
I was just thinking about it. I had it. Go ahead, Pickle. If I can remember it again because it was something important.
Maybe I'll jog memory. If they show gameplay for the Suicide Squad game, that might steal the show. If it looks good, if it looks like the Arkham games, like a 4-player co-op Ultimate Alliance type game, you see gameplay of like fighting Aquaman or something, that might steal the show. I don't even know what I'm most excited for. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. All of it's the same to me. I don't really have. Kind of excited to see if they're going to show Breath of the Wild, but I don't know.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm a huge Xbox fan, but Sony has me more excited than Xbox does right now.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you guys that was gonna be my last question. Like, K-Dot, you don't. So if you were to get a next gen console, which one are you picking?
Yes. I'm getting both, but if what I'm getting first is this is the thing. I'm getting a Series X first.
You can only get one.
For Series X, and I'll be honest why. Because I play the exclusives. Like if I get a PlayStation, I only get it for the exclusives. But as far as the console, I use all the time, 24/7. Whether it's to play online with friends, play other games, other multi-platform games, watch movies and stuff. Just in general, I always use Xbox more than my PlayStation. I literally only play my PlayStation for the exclusives that's on there. And then when I'm done with it, turn it off. Jump back on my Xbox to play a multi-platform game.
So you're saying that you like the performance of the Xbox, you like the feel of it, the way it looks, the way it feels in your hand.
And I just been on it for so long because literally the cloud system is so good that all my past games I played transfer over, like Prototype 2, right. All my saves, all my files and stuff, all my history of gaming is literally on my Xbox. Like everything just transfers over. This Xbox right now can break. I can get another one, just put my account on it. Everything is back.
Oh, you just reminded me, K-Dot. Do we think that PlayStation is going to announce a competitor for Xbox Game Pass?
Not yet.
No.
I don't think they have it ready yet.
I don't think they are either.
Yeah.
But I forgot to ask you
right now have PlayStation Now that is kind of a competitor a little.
Yeah, it's kind of like PlayStation Now. You get like 3 games a month for free. I mean, I got a couple games from PlayStation Now, but yeah, it's not. I don't think they're gonna do it either. But man, I mean, what's up, Enzo? He just woke up. JG Black Adam JG earlier was saying that he wanted some more Street Fighter, so maybe they'll what are they on now? Street Fighter 7, 6? I don't know. I don't play
5. They're on 5 now.
So the next one would be 6?
6, yeah.
Yeah,
I never really played Street Fighter, but I did like Marvel versus Capcom type of games and stuff.
Yeah,
I was never big into Street
Fighter. I mean, it's fun, but do you like fighting games? You have to be dedicated, or they're just. I told Enzo on one of his streams, Mortal Kombat. He asked if I played it. I got Mortal Kombat. I played for 2 months, and I started getting decent, but I get too competitive, and it just stops becoming fun. You just want to win, and like you get so frustrated. Anybody who plays fighting games knows that it just stops getting fun after a while. Maybe that's just me, my competitive nature, but I can't play them just for fun.
That's why, for me, like my preferred games in general, I like to play open world games. That's just my preferred game. The action, the adventure, simply the adventure, exploring the world, the role playing aspect of it, you being creative with it, putting your own creativity into it to fill your own time in. Those are games I prefer to play. fighting games. I look at it like this because nowadays people turn fighting games to a business, which is not wrong, which is fine. If you can make money off it, go ahead. But fighting games, they're really more for competition. Like I only play them to compete with friends and stuff, or play with friends. Like that's it. I don't see myself playing fighting games by myself. Besides, if it's like a Dragon Ball game or a Naruto game, a Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm game, which I would totally play by myself and just.
Or if you're playing like in MK, like you play alone to like get more gear and stuff. Like in the towers. Yeah, man, fighting games. I got lost in Injustice 2, man. It took over my fucking life, and yeah. But if Injustice 3, I'm there, man. I'm Enzo, you get pissed when you lose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nico, what do you prefer, Injustice 1 or 2?
I only played 1 on. I played a little bit of 1. I didn't play it all though. Number 2 smokes it. Number 2 absolutely smokes it. Number 1 is kind of clunky. Some of the animations are weird. The character lineup's good, but I like what 2 brings. I like the graphics. They tightened up the gameplay. The armor system is fantastic, dude. Number 2, hands down.
All right, I'm a bit biased simply because my main is on Injustice 1, and she's also on 2. But I have to. Let
me guess. It's a woman.
Okay,
so she's in both games. Oh, it's Catwoman.
No.
Who is it?
Harley Quinn.
Really?
Never would have guessed it.
Harley Quinn plays way better in Injustice 1 than she does in 2. She plays way better in Injustice 1.
I wouldn't know.
She was my main. Like she was literally my main. That's my main in Injustice 1. Harley Quinn.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't play it a lot. I played some of it. I played the story, but I wasn't. Number 2 is when I really got into it.
Yeah, number 2 is my favorite.
Yeah. So JG, who's your main? Main 3.
Oh, Flash. I'm a killer with Flash.
Oh, are you?
I'm insane with sticks when it comes to Flash.
Man,
Flash. He's pretty much the best person I can play with on there. So I'm not good at fighting games. So whatever I can do the most by doing the less with, that's what I usually pick. And so,
man, Flash was frustrating for me to play with because you got to get kind of up close. He doesn't have a lot of. I like guys who can control the space. That's why my guy Aquaman, baby. He's my favorite.
I despise you, Aquaman. Y'all some cheaters, man.
What? Not me. No. Okay.
I'm like,
I despise the Aquaman.
I fucking love that move. Aquaman, if you get good with him, you can be dangerous. And I
forgot about him.
But dude, Aquaman, it's crazy. Aquaman, Batman, and Green Lantern were my main 3, and they're my 3 favorite DC characters. So I think there might have been the love for the character soaked into the gameplay. But Atrocitus is really good too. Just kind of slow. It's all about your gameplay style.
And I wish was real good was Black Adam. He was so trash me on that game.
Yeah, his moveset was very heavy and slow.
Yeah, he's better in Injustice
1. If they made a trailer like for the second one, that'd be bad. Dude, yeah. That first trailer they showed where it was Flash and Batman and Superman fighting, and then the armor came onto them, and it was showing you like, wait, you can get armor? Dude, give us that. Give us I could see it could be Batman pissing into a fish's mouth, and I would be like, just give me the fucking logo and I'm gonna fucking suck it up.
Put DC movies like those in theaters, and you no longer have to worry about actors. Just get people to do voices. Put stuff like that in theaters. Like that Injustice 2 trailer. Exactly that type of stuff in theaters. That's what we need to see.
Yeah. Change Enzo, your main is Harley Quinn as well?
Yeah, she's dope. Man.
Who would you want the villains to be in Injustice 3? Okay, so
we had Brainiac.
For the first game, Superman was like the main villain, right?
Superman was the main villain.
Mm-hmm.
Then Brainiac.
I think you have to do Darkseid because they had the Darkseid bonus pack in Injustice 2, which I got. Darkseid was a beast. But I was shit with Darkseid.
Yeah, me too.
I think Darkseid would be the villain of the third game. Because Superman is locked up right now. He's in the Phantom Zone. They took away his powers. He's going to get out. And I think Injustice 3 will be a redemption game. This is how it is in the forgot how it went in Injustice story. but how it ended was like Batman took the fall for what Superman did, and he went to jail, and Superman gave Batman a hug, thanking him for, keeping him from going down a path of evil. If I remember it correctly. It's a weird comic.
Well, my gut reaction says Lex Luthor. Even though he was in the first game, but now that you say that, I think it could be like a Lex Luthor Darkseid maybe strike some kind of deal.
I think Lex might be dead. He was nowhere to be seen in the second game. I think he's dead. Superman
that's true.
I
don't know.
Was Lex part of the regime in the first game? Or was he on the side of Batman's freedom?
He was good. I think he was good with Batman. That's like it was like a turn on its head. Like you were fighting with Lex, wasn't it? I only played it once.
I think he could be dead in 2, because if you go based off 2, Superman at the beginning, well, he's locked up, but I think he killed Lex. He probably killed Lex.
Enzo was guessing your main, and he was right.
Yeah, probably
Harley Quinn.
Black Adam said he wants Lobo DLC. I like to see Lobo as a fighter with Jason Momoa as the voice.
Okay.
I don't care about Lobo.
In Injustice 2. They put Hellboy in Injustice 2. Lobo should have been in Injustice. Wait, no, Lobo was in Injustice 1, right?
Yeah, he was. I mean, dude, come on, Hellboy rocks, man. No, Lobo was in Injustice 1, yeah. And then they had to switch some fighters. They took out Lobo, they took out Lex, they took out Martian Manhunter.
Oh, he's in a mobile game. He's in a mobile version.
But yeah, yeah, man. Injustice. What were we talking about totally? Oh yeah, gaming.
Hey, it's all part of gaming.
Yeah, so yeah,
I mean, but you think that Suicide Squad trailer is going to steal the show?
If they show gameplay for the Suicide Squad trailer, we see them fighting. You get to switch characters. You're fighting the Justice League. That will be what people are talking about. But if that doesn't happen, and if they do it right, it's the easy answer. But I think Halo Infinite is going to be what gets everybody talking. If they show like the best level at the highest fidelity, smooth graphics, no texture pop-ins, like at the highest level, if they do their absolute best, if they nail it, I think that'll be the steal the show. Because I mean, I don't know. Because I really, in my heart, don't think they're going to show Breath of the Wild 2. I do think they're going to show Metroid 4, but I think that Halo's just so big, it's going to take it. Unless they show GTA 6. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's too early. Dude, if they show GTA 6, it's going to fucking break the internet. Like, people are going to be jizzing over that. Black Adam E3 it starts tomorrow. I guess I could fucking let me pull up the slate one more time.
Yeah.
I had the picture up earlier.
The Xbox Showcase, which is the biggest one with Warner Brothers and Take-Two, is Sunday. So get ready for everything. The big stuff Sunday. Sunday is going to be the biggest showcase for the stuff. Sunday.
You think so?
They starting us off light. They're doing what they did at Fandom. They're starting us up light. Remember, they had the TV shows first, and then they went to the movies. Like for Fandom, they're starting us off light.
Yeah, my laptop's messing up, so I can't get the lineup up. But it starts tomorrow at like 10 a.m. and it goes tomorrow, then Sunday, then Monday and Tuesday. But I think the most stuff happens on Sunday and Monday. Tomorrow is just like two different companies. I don't know if they're gonna show much, but like E3 just isn't what it used to be. I mean, like the fact that Sony's not even gonna be there. Like they have their own thing. It's like Comic-Con when Marvel doesn't go. It's like Comic-Con's still cool, but there's like one of the biggest companies not even going to be there. Like I don't care what EA shows. Did you guys see the Battlefield 2042?
Yes, I'm ready for that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this: at least it's not no Infinite Warfare bullcrap. It went futuristic, but ain't that Infinite Warfare bullcrap? It still looks like
it didn't
Modern Warfare, still grounded, but
if it wasn't what's it called? 2042 or 20?
2042.
Yeah, 2042.
If it wasn't called that, I would have thought it would take place in today's time. Like I was expecting fucking sci-fi shit, but it looked just like
like space. Since I was expecting space, robots, and I mean there's some like droids and stuff, and what they call the thing, drones. Jeez, I saw drones, which we have we have today, but it's not Infinite Warfare. It's not.
Yeah.
I did not want that.
Yeah, doesn't that game have like a mission on the moon or like in a spaceship or something? I never played that. No. But I mean, man, like gameplay trailers worry me because like 95% of literally 95 out of every 100 situations, the game doesn't look as good as the original trailer. Like they gotta sacrifice something for when it actually comes out. So it looked amazing.
They keep on playing games on PC.
Like I don't know if
cases they play them on PC. I don't believe they play them on console. They play them on PC.
That could be true.
It's like when in the commercials when they use like glue and stuff to make food look really good. Like they make it look like it's like stringy cheese, but it's like glue. Like they make it look the best it can. Then when you get it, it looks a little worse. So like it looked amazing. I don't know how much of that was cutscene or real graphics. But I don't get excited for a game until like the last trailer because the first original trailers, they always mislead you with how good it's going to look.
And then the third trailer has become a downgrade.
Yep, always. You guys ever watch a guy on YouTube? He's like Nick something. He does direct comparisons. He's like a British guy or something.
If you have a link to the channel, I might recognize it.
Yeah, oh, dude, I love him. He'll take like E3 trailer and he'll compare it to the actual release of the game, or he'll compare like a Call of Duty game from 2018 to a one from 2005. Like he does just gameplay graphics comparisons.
Was he the guy who did the E3 comparison from Watch Dogs to when it released?
He has like the big. It's called Direct Comparison.
Direct Comparison.
He has like the biggest channel that does graphics comparisons. It's like Nicky something or Nick something, like Nick 36 or something. I don't know. I'm subscribed to him. I don't even know his name, but
Nick 930.
Yes, I love his channel.
Yeah, I recognize him. Yep.
But like he shows you like every single fucking video. E3, the graphics aren't even Ghost of Tsushima. Like that game is amazing looking, but something like the grass blades, there are some things that look different in E3. So like, yeah, I don't know. People keep saying we're going to get to this uncanny valley where you can't tell if it's real or not, but we're not even close to that yet.
Even like God of War, when God of War PS4 came out, we're not at that. We're still not there. God of War 4 looks great. I know God of War 5 is going to look, and the graphics is going to look realistic and great, but we're still not going to be at a point where it's like you can't tell the difference between real life and a game. It's not going to be that point. This is what they do. I think what people say, because if you notice when you play these type of games, when they go into cutscenes and stuff, the cutscenes always look very impressive and nice and stuff of quality. And when you transition to the game, total different change. But games that honestly keep it honest are games like Red Dead 2 and God of War 4 when it came out. Because in God of War 4, literally no load screens. Once you go into a cutscene, it's transitions in, transitions out, back into the gameplay. All the graphics, cutscenes, everything consistent. Same for Red Dead 2. You go from cutscene to the game, well, cutscene transition back to the game. Graphics.
Yeah, there are no pre-rendered CG cutscenes.
Yeah. Yes, consistent. And that's why I think moving forward, these games should do that, because back in the day, back on PS2 and stuff, they had to do that because like the graphics was shit. We didn't want to see shitty, ugly looking cutscenes and stuff. So it's like, they had to do that just to, make it a little bit more fancy of what could be in the future. But nowadays, I think more gaming companies should be more honest. Try to make your games like God of War 4, Red Dead Redemption 2. Give us full completed games, just like Red Dead 2 and God of War. But
dude, 2018, such a good fucking year game, dude. Spider-Man, Red Dead, and God of War. That's one of the best like big threes in any year ever.
Man,
Amazing year for games.
Red Dead deserved to win at the Game Awards too for that year.
Yeah, it
God of War.
I gotta
like
admit,
God of War, but God of War did not deserve. What did it win for?
it won best game of the year.
did. Ooh, I'm gonna have to agree with that one.
It
I think
won.
God of War was better than Red Dead. I love
Man,
them both.
Actually, my girlfriend right now is starting to play God of War for the first time. I keep telling her, you gotta play it. It's so fucking good.
Yes.
She's finally
Hey.
playing it. So I just watched her play it last night. And dude, the whole game, once you start it, you start with Kratos chopping down a tree. It's a one-shot movie. Like, it doesn't even cut away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't even cut away to a fake cut scene. Like, it's just one shot, the whole gameplay. As a story, the emotion, it's a better story than Red Dead, but man, Red Dead is like one of the greatest achievements ever. It is so good. It's I think Red Dead should have won, man. Red Dead should have won.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Arthur to me was a better protagonist than Kratos. I like Kratos.
Oh man,
Arthur was bad. Seeing
Kratos is more compelling though. He lost his wife. He's trying to teach his son, but he's afraid to open up.
This is the thing about what I like about Arthur, right? Arthur's whole thing, because it all starts with Dutch. Dutch's whole loyalty code and stuff, and Arthur being blinded by it and slowly starting to see Dutch unwind and get unhinged. And then Arthur's like, I've been doing all this stuff for this guy, and he's like not even putting in an effort to, go the extra mile to help us all out. Arthur's taking on all this extra stuff. But his biggest important thing is that he doesn't even care about getting himself out the game. He just wants the women, Jack, John, Abigail. He wants to make sure all of them are out and they are good. He doesn't even give a damn about his own life. He's just saying. That's why if you notice in the game, his wife that you encounter a couple of times, his ex-wife, she keeps on telling him, "Come with me, Arthur. Come with me, Arthur." And she keeps on telling him, I still got things to do. I'm not done. I got other people I got to look out for. And when I'm done, when they're happy, then I'll be happy. And
he's a great character. Yeah, I mean,
even though at the end,
he's got such a good voice, Arthur Morgan talking like
that. You sound just like him. Oh my god!
What can I get a goddamn drink? Like, dude, I love Arthur Morgan, but Kratos is like so compelling, man.
Dude, when I play Red Dead, I play it for like 20 minutes at a time. When I played God of War, dude, I did not want to put it down. Like from beginning to end, I'm sitting there playing 4 or 5 hours, like doing stuff, right? Red Dead, you're right. I mean, graphically, it's great, open world, how I captured that old West, the stories that's involved in it. It's great, but something about God of War just pulls me in. Even when I beat it, I had to play it again because it was like, man, this is. And
dude, we can't forget about Spider-Man. We can't forget about Spider-Man. That's one of my favorite games of all time. That is Spider-Man. PS4 is the absolute best Spider-Man story I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. It's the best Spider-Man movie they've ever made. Like, no doubt, dude. The emotion, the gameplay, the characters, the way that the dialogue went, the way that the story ended, it weaved in characters that we knew, new stuff, twists and turns, his relationships with Doc, his relationships with his aunt and with Mary Jane, the way they were on and off again, the little menial tasks you had to do. Dude, that is the perfect Spider-Man story.
That was probably the best Doc Ock and Spider-Man story I've seen.
Oh,
beautiful. Like, this is the thing. What Spider-Man PS4 did that Spider-Man 2 didn't really do. They established a developed relationship with Doc Ock and Peter. Because if you look at Spider-Man 2, what could have made Spider-Man 2 the Raimi film, the Doc Ock and Peter relationship even more better, was if like prior to that they knew each other for a while. Peter was being an intern under him or something, but Spider-Man PS4 really had them develop as, Peter is an understudy and he wants to be just like Doc Ock. He looked up to this man. And, when Peter saw what Doc Ock went into, he was like, I believed in you. I wanted to be just like you. And it broke him. It's like, damn, the person I wanted to be like became this. So I don't want to be that. I was like, that was a really good Doc Ock story. That was done well.
JG?
I concur. I think Spider-Man PS4, and I hate Sony, I hate PS4, But man, that game is right. It is the best Spider-Man game. There's no Iron Boy, so I really loved it.
Yes, Pickle. PS4 is the devil's.
Wait, you went on a diatribe about how good God of War was, but you hate
yes,
PS4.
it's great. The God of War is great, but Sony sucks. I hate it because of that. It is so. It's like what was that? Once Upon a Time Mexico. This thing is so good that I'm gonna go back there and shoot the shelf. That's how I feel with Sony. It is so good that I want to go in there and trash it, right? And so, yes, Spider-Man PS4 is great. The mechanics of it, the web slinging, the open world is beautiful. The graphics are outstanding for PS4.
Yes.
You're right. It is the best Spider-Man game, best Spider-Man movie ever made.
Dude, that ending where he sees the man that he's looked up to, he literally is like, I worship your mind. Like what you wanted to do for people. This Doc Ock, this man who he literally just wanted to help people with robotics. And then fucking Norman Osborn was taking away his funding and fucking with them and made him go deranged. And the chip was fucking with him. And he loses everything. And then he has one vial of the cure. And he can either cure his aunt or cure everyone. And he goes, dude, when she's like, I'll take that mask off. He's like, what? She's like, I want to see my nephew. He's like, you knew? She's like, I always knew. And then he's like, I don't know what to do. And he's crying. And she says, yes, you do. Save the fucking people. I'm going to well up right now talking about it. That's the best Spider-Man. I'm not even kidding. I'm welling up. When he says, I don't know what to do. And she says, yes, you do. And he lets her die in front of him to save everybody who was infected. That is absolutely hands down the best Spider-Man story. Love that game. 2018 was a fantastic year for video games.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The moral of the story is, the moral of this stream is that they're not going to be able to top 2018 because, damn, man, those are three of my favorite games of all time, and it's all in 1 year.
God of War dropped in 2018, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It was just that year. Like, I'm not sure what was going on, and Red Dead was the biggest part of it. Like during that year, when Red Dead 2 was first announced, did you notice that it wasn't until closer to like the release date, they was being really quiet about the game, like super quiet. There were so many people on Twitter saying, "Where the fuck is the Red Dead 2 trailers? Where's the announcements? Where's all the shit?" They gave us a trailer in early 2018, right? Because they've been working on it. And I was even wondering, I was like, "Where's this shit at? Where's all this stuff at?" But everybody still has so much faith in it to be good. You know, they was not showing a slide and they was hiding it. They was being so secretive. Really?
Yeah, secretive. They were. They didn't show a lot.
Everyone just has so much faith in Red Dead 2, and it delivered. I was like, damn.
I mean, K-Dot, to be honest, when they announced they're doing it, because Red Dead 1 was one of my favorite games. I had a 360. I played it on there multiple times. Love that game. They announced the second one, and they announced it was going to be John's former gang, a prequel. You're going to play Dutch's secondhand man. I was totally against it. I was like, man, this is forced. I don't like the idea of this. I was completely wrong.
I was like, kind of weird.
No, I was completely wrong. They nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
And I'll say this. The only thing I do not think they nailed properly was they had bits and pieces of it. But John and Arthur's relationship, they should have had like more missions and stuff dedicated to John and Arthur. They did not have enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that they felt more like enemies for a lot of it. Like he was jealous of John.
Yeah.
Like,
no. It wasn't he was jealous. He just
but he was like, why the fuck does Dutch get to forgive him? He fucking left us. Like there's like multiple times where he talks about like he's kind of harboring some like a grudge against John because he like tried to leave them one time and Dutch let him back. And I mean, they weren't enemies, but yeah,
there was some animosity. There was some animosity, or that Dutch just brings it back in after a year, but he's seeing Dutch like fall out and stuff, and he's just letting so much people go. And it's like, what the heck? You just let John leave for a year, and then he comes back. I noticed it because remember when Molly came? Remember when they went to Cuba, wherever they went to, when they got off, they went to an island to escape after the bank robbery, and they came back. Molly was drunk and she was telling everyone like, I snitched on Dutch, I told on him, and Arthur was telling Dutch like, yo, just relax, chill, she's not worth it, and he just straight up shot her. And I was like, the heck? John just left for a freaking year, and you don't even give Molly a chance. You just shot her, and Molly wasn't even the one who told on him.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
End up being Micah.
But that's a fantastic game, and it's like it sounds really stupid when you say it out loud, but honestly, having your hat fall off and being able to go back and pick your hat up is one of the funnest things in any video game ever. Tell me it's not.
It is.
Dude, don't you like you literally get invested so much when you're in a gunfight. Like, because you go to the tailor, you find the perfect hat, the perfect color. Ooh, I want it red to match my boot. And then you go and you're fighting guys on a train, and you literally go, oh my god, I dropped my fucking hat, and you got to search for it. There it is. Oh, it has a bullet hole in it. I got to go get another one. Oh, it's such a it's fundamentally because of that. Like, it's so tedious in a good way that it's just so different than God of War.
Yeah,
but
bro. And near the end, when Arthur has a moment with his horse and it gets shot, I'm like, dang, that's my horse.
I never finished the game, K-Dot.
Oh,
I didn't either. So
no.
It's all good.
So K-Dot, I played a lot of it, like 30 hours, 25 hours, and my PS4 crashed and rebooted, destroyed all of my memory from all of my games.
Oh shit!
So I restarted the game. It did it again after like 10 hours. Didn't touch it again. I watched what happened the rest of the game on YouTube, so I know what happens. I know he dies and stuff. But my girlfriend's playing it right now. I just haven't recovered from it. I've only played like 35 hours total. I never finished it, but I know what happens. But yeah, I'm sad. I'm afraid to do it again because my fucking shit might crash. But that's the biggest reason I got a PS5, because my PS4 will literally poop out at any moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, my last thing on this, we hit 2 hours, is I hate the console war. I think it's bullshit, like Marvel versus DC. Just because you like PS4 doesn't mean you don't like Xbox. Just because you like Xbox doesn't mean you can't have fucking both. I mean, if you have the money, get both of them. But for me, I'm a PlayStation guy. Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Ratchet and Clank. I think they just have better exclusives. I grew up playing PS2, and man, please, whoever's watching in the world, please, we got to get another Jak and Daxter game. If they announce Jak 4,
thank you. Yes,
I would lose my fucking mind. So yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm excited for E3. What are your last thoughts about E3 games in general?
E3, hey, I'm excited for this Xbox showcase, and I agree with Pickle. This console war is dumb because I'm getting both consoles. I'm gonna be a winner, while everybody else who got one console is gonna be a loser complaining about.
Thanks, man.
I want this game. I want that game. Just get both, and you win both ways. Get all three. Get a Switch, get a PS5, and an Xbox. You win all three ways. You can't lose. You're on all the teams. You can't lose.
That's right.
And I'm similar, even though I kind of rag on Sony. I do have a Xbox One and a PS4, and I play them both. And I also have a Series X now. So, and I agree with Pickle, man. Sony has so many great exclusives. There's another one coming out, Seafood, that I'm dying to play. So when I get an announcement when that's coming out, I'm getting a PS5. It's coming. And so, it's the console wars dumb. Let's just have cross-play for everybody, so we can all play against each other and everything that comes out. As far as excitement, I'm not really too excited about the newer games because, like we said, these new games coming out really haven't reached the potential of what the new consoles can do. So if anything, I'm more excited for the games that they're making sequels or third games off of, like the Fables, like the Halos. You know what I mean? And so, so E3, I'm more intrigued than excited.
Yeah, man. And when I get Ratchet and Clank and I play a little bit, I'm definitely gonna message you guys and brag because it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, you wanna know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and find my old Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal gameplay and just send that to you and go like, here you go. Playing old school.
I'll appreciate it.
I'm gonna say that old school gameplay. I'm gonna show the old school.
I mean, they need to. Can the PS5 is it backwards compatible with the PS3? I don't think it is it?
I don't
It-
think. Is it?
Nah, it's only PS4. I don't think it's jumped.
Man.
I don't think it's
'Cause-
back at PS3 yet.
Because I want to play
PS4
that trilogy. They released the trilogy on the PS3.
Yeah.
I want to fucking play that again. So please do it for the PS5.
No, I need an Xbox for that, buddy.
But you can't play Ratchet and Clank on the Xbox. So
That is true. I played on
hey,
PS4.
yo,
Hot
nerd man,
takes.
dude.
You bastard.
Hot takes. You missed a pretty cool conversation about video games. We talked about E3. We talked about a bunch of shit. Oh yeah. Anybody care about the next Madden?
Not really. Only time I played is if I'm playing online against somebody, and that thing pretty much collects dust. So
All right. That was really a rhetorical question. I know we all
Okay,
don't care about Madden. Hopefully 2K can come in, and I know that they don't have the license to make simulation football, so they'll have to do something different. But hopefully 2K can come there and inject some life into the football genre and make Madden's monopoly on football change and make them actually put effort into their fucking game.
exactly.
Because do like Madden pre like Madden 13, fantastic. Then it's just rinse and repeat. Madden is the perfect example of the worst of the video game genre.
hmm
It's terrible. But
Yeah, what was the Madden where you could actually create your own jerseys and put them
oh
on your team?
man,
That was the best one to me.
I think like my favorite one's Madden 08. I think that's the best soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's the one I played the most as a kid. You could create your own jerseys and your own stadium, your own team, dude. Like they just
That might
completely.
be the one I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Man, it had a Vince Young on the front. Man, Madden is EA. They're fucking up, but
Yep, that's the one.
sometimes they release some good shit. But yeah, guys, this was our discussion about E3. It's this weekend, Sunday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I guess. We'll see what predictions we got right, what did we get wrong, and hopefully there's some stuff that we're not even thinking about that they show that just blows us away. Because like I said, the best reveals is when you don't think it's coming at all, and they just drop some gameplay on your head and just destroy your world. So hopefully, it's a good E3, and this was fun, guys.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me on, Pickle. It was great.
Always, man. Always, JG.
Yes, sir.
You're making a channel soon.
Yes, next Friday is coming out. First video.
What's your channel gonna be called?
That I'm still debating. I'm thinking about it's gonna be something like the Shaolin Temple. Hell if I know. That's what I'm leaning towards right now.
That's a good name.
I like that. See you, Tony. Guys, subscribe to SSJ K. Sanctum. He's the first Black Super Saiyan, but you guys all know that. Where can they find you, man?
I'll put my link in the chat so it's easier for them to find it. Oh well, I'll put it in private chat so you can put it in there because YouTube only lets mods put links now.
Really?
I wanted to ask you because I saw this with Ash's channel and MSK's channel.
What's up?
You dropped a video recently and I did not get your notifications. I didn't get Ash's notifications either, and I did not get MSK's notifications for their recent videos they dropped. Only reason I found out about your most recent videos that dropped was because I went to my subscriptions or I saw someone repost it on Twitter.
Do you have the notification bell clicked?
Yeah, for all your channels.
I mean, YouTube just breaks and it's inconsistent sometimes. Lots of people are always talk about like they always talk about how like you can click the notification bell and the videos still don't come up. So
yeah.
Let me go into the comments and let me post this. JG, you talk for a second.
Shit. Okay.
Well, JG,
What you got?
I think the Shaolin Temple is a good name for the channel. I think that's a good name.
Okay, cool. I'll stick with that then. Yeah, I'm working.
All right,
You wanna
guys.
change the name, but I
Music.
think that's a good name. The Shaolin Temple is a good name.
I already got the music together for the intro and all that stuff. So
All right,
really,
guys.
I more so need a topic.
I linked K-Dot's channel in the comments. But yeah, man, that's a good name. And this was awesome, guys. I appreciate you guys coming on. This is it. We're done.
We'll
And-
catch you guys later We'll catch you guys later. Be safe.
Until
Love
we
you,
meet again, guys.
3000.
What's up?
I love you 3000. Trying to do my British accent.
Oh my gosh, that's Nerdman's line. All right, guys. Until we meet again, peace.
Peace.
Deuces.
Ah!